Hi, I'm Mike Everly. This is my minifigure factory. Basically, I started with this little Lego VIP set. Once I saw it, I'm like, it's got to be bigger. So then I started with making the conveyor belt. And then once I got that kind of working, that's when I started making the rest of it, and it needed to look like a factory. So I try to add things I remember from when I worked in a factory, the little details. Like I made a few custom stickers, like the Days Without Incident. And I know Lego, a couple of years ago, they posted there were like 4 trillion. So I just made up a random number. I'm sure it's somewhere around there. And if you want, I can show you the actual mechanism of how it works.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
And I made it nice and easy to take apart. So this wall is actually a half stud off, so it's actually floating. It's actually not attached to the rest of it.
Okay.
And I'm using the same piece of track, so they're actually both on the nanofig and the minifigure are both on the same piece.
What's the engineering like back here that kind of makes it run all turn around?
Basically, it's the simple. It's got 3 wheels in it to run on the wider track, and it's got the worm gear to slow it down. Okay. So that way it's not just running.
And did you have to experiment with some of that and figure out the exact speed you wanted to move at and everything so it'd match up?
It took about 3 weeks to get it to actually work. And then after that, it was just basically waiting on parts to do the rest of it. All in all, it took about 3 months from start to finish.
Yeah. So then we've got the camera out front here, and then as that hits the minifig or the nanofig, it lines up with the fig?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's really impressive. What do we have going on in this section?
So, being a factory, you need to have a little industrial to it. So, we got our fork truck with all our pallets of minifigs, because Lego's got to make money. Down here, we have all of our little reject figs because they weren't printed correctly. We have our little incident right here. Somebody dropped their cup, so they need to clean it up. That's
so when you bring this to the show, does it move as one piece like this, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's one solid piece.
Okay.
This is the first show it's been to.
Oh, there you go. So it's pretty simple to move around then.
Yeah. It'll fit in one of my totes all by itself.
Do you do a lot of builds with movement like this, or is this kind of the first time you've sort of gotten into this area?
This was my first attempt at motorizing something.
Awesome.
And now that it works, it's probably going to be more.
There you go. Yeah. It's once you have some success with it, then it's easier in the future.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, very cool work. Thanks for bringing this out. I love the little decals and everything you've got there, and the way the window shows through with the minifigs and everything. That's neat. So thank you.